know, you know that not only Mr. Lincoln is one of my spirit guides, but also another famous president is also one of my spirit guides, and that's JFK. JFK came to me more than a few years ago, and took me another couple years to recognize the fact that two presidents, both assassinated the exact same way, are my spirit guides. There's a reason for everything. What happened today, though? So if you watched my video last week, you probably saw the story about how the penny appeared in the dryer in the basement of where I'm living. Well, another president could not let that go, and he had to put in his couple of cents. So let's go back to what happened this morning. Thank you, everybody, for joining. This morning, I've got to buy a new cell phone, and going to the AT&T store is like pulling teeth for me. It's like filling out your taxes. You only do it once a year, and you forget how you did it the year before. So I'm by myself. My daughter usually goes with me to buy a new phone, but I'm by myself, so I've got to work up the courage to go to AT&T to purchase a new phone. So I said to Spirit this morning, okay, Spirit, if I'm meant to go today to the AT&T store, I'd like a sign. And when I get that sign, I'll know for sure today's the day where I'll have that emotional strength to walk into that store and do something I haven't done probably in about 5 years and figure out all the things I need to figure out in order to purchase a new phone. So I need to go into the basement. After I said that, I need to go into the basement because I was going to do laundry. So here's where I started this morning. This is the basement. I'm going down the basement stairs. All right, got my laundry with me, going down the basement stairs. And if you watch the other one on Lincoln, I assume he's going to be down there. So I say, hey, Mr. Lincoln, coming down. So no freaky shit happening. Okay, I'm coming down into the basement. So I get down here. I don't see any pennies on the floor because that happened once. I get down here and I put my laundry in. And I go over to the dryer and put my dryer sheet in. And I wait for that to happen. And then I'm going to go back up to my apartment. So I come around back to the stairs that I just came down. And as I start to walk up the stairs, this is how Spirit draws your attention to something. They will take your head and move it somewhere. So I've learned my head, as I was walking up the stairs, moved to the table that was just beside the stairs. This is my brother's basement, so there's a lot of his stuff around. He's a builder. I looked at that table as I'm walking up the stairs, and I'm like, hey, there's a newspaper on the bottom of all that stuff. I wonder what the date is of that newspaper. This house is over 60 years old. I wonder if. So I walk toward it, and the first thing I look at is the date. So I'm going to get you as close as I can here. The date said May 27th, 1963. My first thought went to, 63. That's when JFK was assassinated. And it's in May, so this was prior to when he passed. So I wonder if anything JFK is in this newspaper. So I start looking. I don't want to move it because I don't want to break anything or rip anything, because obviously this is now over 60 years old. It's my age. I was born in 61, so it's my age. So I start looking at the actual thing, and this is the local paper, and I'm in Connecticut. So this is the local paper. There's a little article here. This was on here, so let me put this back there. That was there. So again, I don't want to move anything yet. And then I see something about the governor, and then I see something about an ex-president, and I started reading that, but I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't really see it. Then I did see it was about Eisenhower. I said, okay, well, JFK's still president at this time. So now I say, well, let me just move this thing, a tub of screws here, and I move it, and there's a picture. Guess who is in the picture? Yep, that's my man. That's John. There he is, JFK. He didn't come to this area. I'll put a post and you can see the actual, what it says there. But this is the front page of my local newspaper in the basement. This has been sitting here on this table for 7 months. I've been here 7, 8, almost 9 months I've been here. And never did I think about looking at this newspaper, because I walk up the stairs, I see it every day. I'm down here at least 3 times a week. In the summertime, I was down here even more. JFK could not be outdone by President Lincoln. He sent his own message to me today. I'm going to take that newspaper for sure, and I'm going to put it someplace safe. And what did I do? Of course, I went to the AT&T store, in and out in like 20, 30 minutes. I had to order the phone anyway, but in and out, nice and easy. So when you ask for a sign from Spirit, look how you have to have your eyes, ears, and heart open, right? Open, because if I was walking up those stairs and I turned and I just didn't think anything of it, I was already on my way to my laundry or my next whatever I was going to do. But I knew my head turned and looked directly at that paper. I knew it was something. And that's when I went over to look at it. And that's when I saw JFK. What a synchronistic, beautiful events. If anybody has any questions, I did go to the AT&T store. Yes. So what I'm saying is, keep your eyes and ears open. Keep your eyes and ears open. Hey, everybody, for joining. If you just joined now, you're going to have to go back and hear it. Sorry. But I'm going to show you one more time what I found and say thank you to your guides. If you get a message, exactly what you asked for, some sort of sign, then say thank you. But anyway, Aditz, if you just joined, JFK is on a piece of newspaper that was sitting under all of this crap on the table, and I never even noticed it till today. Again, JFK could not be outdone by President Lincoln. It's been about a week since Lincoln put his penny in the dryer, and now JFK. So I said, thank you. I have my eyes and ears open. My senses, my spidey senses were all alert and open. And it happened. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for joining. I'm so glad I could bring this to you guys. I'm so glad it came to me. Anyway, put you on such a high. So ask your spirit guides. It doesn't matter if you don't know who they are. Ask them. And if you don't know who they are, schedule a reading with me. I'm definitely going to give you some spirit guides. Ask your spirit guides. Ask them. Ask them for confirmation. Ask them for parking. Ask them for a sign. Ask them for anything you want. But keep your eyes and ears open. I had to keep my senses open. And trust it. Trust it. I was walking up the stairs, see the paper, and go toward it. Anyway, I love all you guys. Thank you so much. If anybody has any questions, I'm going to head back up the stairs now. And, I got to get my laundry out of the dryer, remember? So I will be forever always looking in this dryer for a penny, too. Gosh. But I'm glad they didn't show up any other freaky ways. That may be it. I did just see my brother in the driveway too. He was here for something and I told him about it. And he said that paper wasn't there when he moved in. He took that paper from somewhere else in the house and he put it down on that table back when he purchased the home. Got to be at least 6 to 8 years ago that he did that. So I said, why did you put it on? It's 1963. Why did you do that? And he said, because it's the local paper. They're a dime a dozen. I could have went to the local library and grabbed it. I said, you're right. And you had no idea that Kennedy was one of my spirit guides. He laughed. We both laughed. That's my life. Thanks for joining. Please follow, subscribe, do a share for me. That would be great. Talk to you again soon, guys. Take care.